Good afternoon and welcome to ICU TV Lunchtime News. We take a look at the stories making headlines. Government offers aid to victims of Nyimba-Kacholola road accident. Government monitors progress of 129 million kwacha Murundu secondary school project in Mufulira. Zambia's free education policy praised in Western Africa. In international news, Hurricane Melissa death toll rises as aid struggles to reach parts of Jamaica. In sports news, Zambia under-17 boys team departs Dubai for World Cup base in Qatar. With the news in details, my name is Nyimba-Kacholola. The government has moved to provide assistance to the individuals affected by the recent road accident that occurred along the Nyimba-Kacholola route. Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Mr. Paul Benjamin Toling visited 18 victims currently receiving medical care at Kalindwala General Hospital in Petauke, Nyimba District Hospital. Among the patients admitted at Kalindwala, one remains in critical condition in the intensive care unit ICU. During his visit, Mr. Tongling instructed Nyimba District Commissioner Mr. Paul Daka to compile a detailed assessment of the victims' immediate needs to ensure coordinated support. The government has also pledged to extend assistance to the families of the 11 people who tragically lost their lives in the accident. Updates on the recovery efforts and support interventions will be provided as the situation continues to unfold. The Minister of Education Permanent Secretary for Administration, Mr. Noria Muneku, recently undertook a monitoring visit to the Copperbelt province to assess ongoing secondary school construction projects. These infrastructure developments are being carried out with assistance from the European Union (EU) under the Budget Support Program. While on the Copperbelt, Mr. Buneku held courtesy meeting with provisional leaders, among them Copperbelt Permanent Secretary Mr. Lawrence Mwanza, Provisional Education Officer Dr. Kasangu Zulu, and Mufulira District Commissioner Mr. Evaristo Chilumba. A key part of her tour included the evaluation of the Murundu Day Secondary School project in Mufulira District, a 129 million kwacha investment aimed at enhancing access to quality education in the region. She was joined by Engineer Luenda Havanti, the ministry head of the infrastructure, Dr. Kasunu Zulu, and representatives from both the Minister of Education and the EU. The delegation collectively reaffirmed the government's commitment to ensuring quality education through modern and well-equipped learning facilities. Minister of Education Douglas Sayakalima participated in the second day of the 2025 ADIA Triennial of Education and Training in Africa, currently taking place in Accra and Ghana. The minister is accompanied by the Director of Early Childhood Education, Mr. Chama Kalimbika, and the Director of Secondary Education, Ms. Yvonne Mwemba Chulu. The high-level conference focuses on building stronger and more resilient education systems across Africa. Its overreaching goal is to eliminate learning poverty by 2035 through development of high-skilled and knowledgeable workforce for the continent and beyond. Mr. Sayakalima, who has earned recognition among his counterparts as the Minister of Education in Africa due to the Zambia's progressive free education policy, is among the delegates showcasing Zambia's achievements in the advancing inclusive and equality education. Since the introduction of the Education for All policy, several African nations have engaged with Zambia, either by visiting the country or investing minister officials to learn from its successful implementation, which has transformed the lives of more than 2 million learners. The ADIA Triennial, which begins on 29th October, concludes on the 31st October 2025. Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tabo Kwana Kawana has dismissed reports claiming that President Hakainde Hichilema appointed Mr. Moses Kalondo to the Technical Committee on Constitutional Amendments. Kawana says these reports are false and intend to discredit the committee's work and the consultative process through propaganda and misinformation. He describes the commitment's formation as a vital opportunity for Zambians to engage, submit their views on constitutional changes. Kawama urges citizens to participate and commend those who have already made submission. The technical committee is currently gathering into form of provinces, with the majority of Zambia actively contributing their concerns and suggestions.
Late, we had further engagements where we were also dealing with major issues. I've called you here for a very short briefing this morning, just to emphasize and show that in the recent past, especially via social media, there has been consistent and insistent reporting that the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has appointed one Moses Kalondo to be a member of the Technical Committee on the Constitution. And a lot of articles, long articles, have been written questioning why Mr. Kalondo is part of it, why did the President appoint him, what expertise is. Now, I want to take the time to demonstrate to the nation that this is an agenda hell-bent on trying to discredit the work of the Technical Committee and also the work of government. For the record, Mr. Moses Kalondo is not a member of the Technical Committee. Mr. Moses Kalondo has never been appointed or was never appointed and has never been a member of the Technical Committee.
12 people, among them Mambiliama Member of Parliament Jean Chisenga and lawyer Christopher Mwenga, have been arrested in Chiwombo for unlawful assembly and conduct likely to cause a breach of peace. The group was found gathered at Mwenga's residence on the night of October 29th, allegedly waiting to be arrested by Honorable Brian Munduwile. Police officers advised them to disperse, but the group defied the directive, leading to their arrest. Several others fled the scene. All the detainees remain in custody and will be released upon payment of the admission of guilt fine. Police have remained political clear and the public that the right to assembly must be exercised within the confines of the law, with prior notice to the authorities as required under the Public Order Act. The service emphasized that such operations are routine law enforcement efforts aimed at preserving public order and are not politically driven.
The Zambia Police Service wishes to inform members of the public that yesterday, the 29th of October 2025, Chiwombo and Liteta police stations conducted a joint operation which resulted in the apprehension of 12 individuals for the offense of conduct likely to cause the breach of peace. Those detained at Liteta police stations include the following: Susan Mulenga Mwelwa, age 64, of Katuba; Aida Chikusu, age 72, of Katuba; Honorable Jean Ngandwe Chisenga, age 36, Member of Parliament for Mambilima constituency; Jean Chikuvesho, age 69, of Chiwombo, New Boma; Abraham Shimani Mamba, age 26, of Shaputu, Chipepo Rural in Kabwe District; Alex Shimani Mamba, age 20, of Shaputu, Chipepo Rural in Kabwe District; Naftali Chulo, age 72, of Mutembeyo Moyo in Chadiza; Christopher Mwenge, age 50, of Kasukwe in Kasama, a lawyer by profession. While the following are detained at Chiwombo Police Station: Modern Musala, age 65, of Chiwuyunji; Austin Muvulama, age 50, Francis Chilekwa, aged 50, and Ernest Malpande, aged 55, a farmer. Preliminary investigations indicate that the group was found unlawfully assembled at the residence of Mr. Christopher Mwenge around 20:53 hours, waiting to be addressed by Honorable Brian Mundubile, who was later seen passing through Chisamba security checkpoint in Road to Lusaka. Police officers engaged the group and advised them to disperse peacefully. However, the detained individuals defied the lawful orders and remained at the scene, prompting police to act and apprehend them, while others managed to escape. All the detainees are in police custody. Their release is dependent upon them paying the admission of guilt fine for the offense. The Zambia Police Service wishes to remind all political players and citizens that the right to freedom of assembly and association is guaranteed under the laws of Zambia, but such rights must be exercised within the confines of the law. Anyone wishing to hold a public meeting, procession, or assembly must seek prior notification from the regulating authority as stipulated under the Public Order Act. The Zambia Police Service further emphasizes that operations of this nature are not politically motivated but are carried out in the interest of maintaining public order, peace, and security for all citizens, regardless of political or social affiliation. The service remains non-partisan, professional, and committed to upholding the rule of law at all times. We therefore urge all political parties and their members to observe the law at all times and to liaise with the nearest police station when planning public activities in order to maintain peace, order, and public safety across the country. The Zambia Police Service remains committed to protecting the rights, freedoms, and safety of all citizens, while ensuring that law and order prevail in every part of the country. Thank you.
We now take a break. Coming up in international and sports news.
Vami wamwene kukupa basofu ate gift ya wedding wewe
kabampo kai honto kweswako
wei
sebo buji bajita kuti humbwa wa arwa kumumpa muso
ale
they give one zo
basa sunu tusegelela akupobola nguzu ya mwanesu musanko yulage mwana mujende
tamdori ndira honeymoon
yansa yebo tuni kurya honeymoon ndete kuya kusaka ka kupange maloko mbo tuni kukhala amije kuno mudaro lo bagamba kuti utaka kuti nantaka mihi mu Lusaka ishindi mubwa kitabaga ndijite class bagandi sibe buya baga kuhema jana
iwe amanini munganda mwana unkira mafia ng'ombe papeni
nada ng'ombe muno
Lucky do you know me? Do you know my wife? Have you seen my wife?
Urefu atoka ni mochari mpiayo.
Maybe I should go to the doctors.
Bambira ma doctor ati wabora hipondo tu. Chikaringa byani ibandu nawe chakaringa byani ko.
Chachiringo kumichiringanya pamulesu ba mafuta.
Wow. I'm so impressed mura. Pesi ndari kwamba bakuti. Aya mahuta anonkira musimba. Imwe mwakasuba.
Thank you for staying with us in international news. At least 19 people have died in Jamaica as a result of Hurricane Melissa. Information Minister Dan Morris Dixon has said as search and rescue efforts continue and authorities try to get aid to hard-hit areas. The hurricane, one of the most powerful to strike the Caribbean, has also killed at least 30 people in Haiti, officials said. In Jamaica, 3 are entire communities that seem to be marooned and areas that seem to be flattened, Dixon said, adding there are devastating scenes in western regions. Electricity remains out to most of the islands, and as people try to salvage damaged homes and belongings from floodwaters and mud, many thousands are crowning increasingly desperate for aid. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. The Zambia under-17 national football team has departed Dubai for Doha, Qatar ahead of their debut appearance at the FIFA under-17 World Cup. The junior Chipolopolo had been campaigning in the United Arab Emirates since Sunday to finalize preparations for the global tournament, which begins next week. The team left Dubai aboard Fly Dubai Airlines at 05:55 hours and is expected to set up in Qatar for final training sessions before their opening match. Zambia has been drawn in Group H alongside Brazil, Honduras, and Indonesia. The team will begin its campaign against Indonesia on November 4th, followed by Honduras on November 7th, and will conclude the group stage against Brazil on November 10th. The Football Association of Zambia FAZ has expressed confidence in the team's readiness, noting that the preparation have been through and the players are motivated to represent the country with pride. That sport item brings us to the end of the lunchtime news. But before we go, a quick recap of the stories making headlines. Government offers aid to victims of Nyimba-Kacholola road accident. Government monitors progress of 129 million kwacha Murundu secondary school project in Mufulira. Zambia's free education policy praised in Western Africa. In international news, Hurricane Melissa death toll rises as aid struggles to reach part of Jamaica. In sports news, Zambia under-17 boys team departs Dubai for World Cup base in Qatar. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, do watch our main news at 18 hours. Rather 20 hours.